class. I'm Sergio May, your statistics and probability teacher for today. Since that we are now on third quarter week 3 of your module, this week 3 module is all about solving problems involving mean and variance of a discrete random variable. So our lesson for today is all about interpreting means and variance of a discrete random variable. In short term, we will interpret the mean and variance of a random variable. You can now prepare your pen, paper, and calculator. Okay, let's start. Mean, or denoted by a symbol mu. Mean of a discrete random variable is also called the average or the expected value of the random variable. Variance, or denoted by a symbol sigma squared. Variance of a discrete random variable, it is measure how far a set of data is spread out from the mean. A small variance means that the distribution of the random variable is quite concentrated around the mean. A large variance means that the distribution is rather spread out, with some chance of observing value at some distance from the mean. So our first problem is Jessica and Mark want to know who performs better in their statistics and probability class. So we will help them in their problem. So this is the score of Jessica. The probability that she's going to get, or the value of our variable x, are 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6 in a 10-item quiz. And the probability of x are 0.5 or 0.50, 0.20, 0.10, 0.15, and 0.05 respectively. And then this is the score of Mark. The probability that he's going to get, or the value of variable x, are 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6 in a 10-item quiz. And the probability of x are 0.20, 0.40, 0.30, 0.05, and 0.05 respectively. So we will now solve the mean and the variance and compare the result. This is now the table of value for Jessica probability distribution of scores. So in this column, we have all the value of the variable x, and in this column, we have the value of our probability of x, or p of x, and in this column we will get the product of x and its corresponding probability, and in this column we will get the product of x squared and its corresponding probability. So we will use this formula: x multiplied by p of x. The value of our x and the value of our p of x are in this first column. So 10 multiplied by 0.50 is equal to 5. And then the next one, 9 multiplied by 0.20 is equal to 1.8. And then the next one, 8 multiplied by 0.10 is equal to 0.80. And then the next one is 7 multiplied by 0.15 is equal to 1.05. And then the last one is 6 multiplied by 0.05 is equal to 0.30. So nakuha na natin yung value ng ating x multiplied by p of x. So it means this is the product of x and its corresponding probability. So next one, we will get the value of, or we will get the product of x squared and its corresponding probability. So simply multiply, or we will use this formula: x squared multiplied by p of x. So 10 squared multiplied by 0.50 is equal to 50. And then the next one, 9 squared multiplied by 0.20 is equal to 16.20. And then the next one, 8 squared multiplied by 0.10 is equal to 6.40. Next one is 7 squared multiplied by 0.15 is equal to 7.35. And then the last one is 6 squared multiplied by 0.05 is equal to 1.80. So nakuha na natin lahat ng value ng ating x multiplied by p of x and also the x squared multiplied by p of x. So kukunin naman natin yan yung variance. So when getting the variance, we will use this formula. Sigma squared is equal to summation of x squared multiplied by p of x minus mean squared. So wala pa tayong value ng ating mean. And then wala din tayong value ng ating summation of x squared multiplied by p of x. So para makuha natin doon, we will simply add all this value. So yung value ng ating x multiplied by p of x. Makukuha na natin yung value ng ating mean. So by adding them, mean is equal to 5 plus 1.80 plus 0.80 plus 1.05 plus 0.30 is equal to 8.95. So yung value ng ating mean ay 8.95. So meron na tayong mean. And then the next one, we will get the value of our summation of x squared multiplied by p of x. So we will add all this value. So 50 plus 16.20 plus 6.40 plus 7.35 plus 1.80 is equal to 81.75. So ito na yung value ng ating summation of x squared multiplied by p of x. So it means masosolve na natin yung ating variance. So by substituting the value of our mean and also the value of our x squared multiplied by p of x, so 81.75, ito siya, and then minus 8.95 yung mean squared. So we will square the 8.95. 81.75 minus 80.10. So ito na yung value ng ating mean squared. So 81.75 minus 80.10 is equal to 1.65. So therefore, Jessica mean score is 8.95 while the variance is 1.65. So nasolve na natin yung kay Jessica. So this is the solution for Jessica probability distribution of scores. Okay, let's proceed to Mark. This is now the table of value for Mark probability distribution of score. So ito yung value ng ating x, and then ito yung value ng ating p of x, and then still unknown pa yung value ng ating x multiplied by p of x at saka yung x squared multiplied by p of x. To get the product of x and its corresponding probability, we simply multiply x to p of x. So yung value ng ating x ay 10 and then yung value ng ating p of x is 0.20. So we will use this formula. So 10 multiplied by 0.20 is equal to 2. And then the next one is 9 multiplied by 0.40 is equal to 3.60. And then the next one, 8 multiplied by 0.30 is equal to 2.40. And then the next one, 7 multiplied by 0.05 is equal to 0.35. And then the last one is 6 multiplied by 0.05 is equal to 0.30. So nakuha na natin yung mga value ng ating x multiplied by p of x. And then next, we will get the product of x squared multiplied by p of x. So ito yung gagamitin natin ulit na formula. 10 squared multiplied by 0.20 is equal to 20. And then 9 squared multiplied by 0.40 is equal to 32.40. And then the next one is 8 squared multiplied by 0.30 is equal to 19.20. And then this next one is 7 squared multiplied by 0.05 is equal to 2.45. And then the last one is 6 squared multiplied by 0.05 is equal to 1.80. So, na-solve na natin yung mga ating unknown variables or unknown value. So, we will get now the mean at saka yung ating summation of x squared multiplied by p of x para makuha natin yung ating variance. So, simply add this value 2 plus 3.60 plus 2.40 plus 0.35 plus 0.30 is equal to 8.65. So it means ang ating value ng ating mean is 8.65. So yung ating summation of x squared multiplied by p of x, so i-add natin yung mga value natin dito sa column na to. So 20 plus 32.40 plus 19.20 plus 2.45 plus 1.80 is equal to 75.85. So ito na yung value ng ating summation of x squared multiplied by p of x. So makukuha na natin yung ating variance. So by substituting the value of summation of x squared multiplied by p of x, so 75.85, and then yung value ng ating mean squared is 8.65. So 8.65 squared is equal to 74.82. So 75.85 minus 74.82 is equal to 1.03. So ito na yung value ng ating variance. So therefore, Mark's mean score is 8.65, and then yung kanyang variance ay 1.03. So, based on the result of the mean and variance, the following statements can be concluded. So, ito na yung ating means and variance result. So, summary and interpretation. So, Jessica got a mean of 8.95 while Mark got 8.65. So, sa kanilang variance, ang nakuha naman ni Jessica is 1.65, and then yung kay Mark ay 1.03. So it means Jessica has a higher average score in the quizzes. So nakita natin mas mataas yung mean ni Jessica, so mas mataas yung average score niya sa quiz. And then yung kay Mark naman, Mark's score are more consistent because he got less variance than Jessica. So mas maliit yung variance ni Mark. So it means ang mga score ni Mark ay consistent. Okay, let's continue. So for your activity, card number 1, find the mean and the variance of these two tables of values. This is our given. So ito na yung ating mga table of values. So hahanapin daw natin yung mean at saka variance ng dalawang table na to. So and then we have questions. Number 1, which table presents a higher average? And then the question number 2 is, which table presents a more consistent score? So, solve natin tong table A tsaka table B para makuha natin o malaman natin kung ano yung tinatanong ng problem. So, table A. So, ito na yung ating mga value ng ating X. 1, 3, 5, and 7, and then yung value ng ating p of x is 1 over 9, 3 over 9, 2 over 9, 3 over 9. So para makuha natin yung ating missing value o yung dito sa column na to, we simply use this formula. So 1 multiplied by 1 over 9 is equal to 1 over 9. So 3 multiplied by 3 over 9 is equal to 9 over 9. And then 5 multiplied by 2 over 9 is equal to 10 over 9. And then 7 multiplied by 3 over 9 is equal to 21 over 9. So meron na tayong value ng ating x multiplied by p of x. Ngayon naman, we will get the x squared multiplied by p of x. So 1 squared multiplied by p of x is equal to 1 over 9. And then 3 squared multiplied by 3 over 9 is equal to 27 over 9. And then 5 squared multiplied by 2 over 9 is equal to 50 over 9. And then 7 squared multiplied by 3 over 9 is equal to 147 over 9. So kamukha nung ginawa natin sa table kanina, yung past lesson natin o yung past problem natin, yung kay Jessica at Mark. we will simply add all this value para makuha natin yung ating mean. So, 1 over 9 plus 9 over 9 plus 10 over 9 plus 21 over 9 is equal to 41 over 9. So, we will simply convert this fraction into decimal places. 41 over 9 is equal to 4.56. So, ito na yung ating mean, 4.56. To get the value of our x squared multiplied by p of x, we will simply add all this value. So, 1 over 9 plus 27 over 9 plus 50 over 9 plus 47 over 9 is equal to 225 over 9. And then we will simply convert this one into decimal or whole number. 225 over 9 is equal to 25. So ngayon, makukuha na natin yung ating variance kasi meron na tayong value ng ating product of x and its corresponding probability, tsaka yung product of x squared and its corresponding probability. Ito na yung mga value nila. Ito yung mean, and then ito yung summation of x squared multiplied by p of x. So ito yung formula natin. We simply substitute its value. So yung value ng ating summation of x squared multiplied by p of x is 25. And then yung ating mean ay 4.56. So, yung squared or yung 4.56 squared is equal to 20.79. So, 25 minus 20.79 is equal to 4.21. So, it means yung table A natin, meron siyang variance na 4.21. So, yung mean natin is 4.56. So, next, table B. So, ito na yung value ng ating mga x, and then yung value ng ating p of x. So, upon using this formula, makukuha natin yung ating missing value dito sa column na to. And then, upon using also this formula, makukuha natin yung value ng x squared multiplied by p of x dito sa column na to. Okay. So, x multiplied by p of x. So, yung value ng ating x is 1. And then, we'll simply multiply to 2 over 9. So, 1 multiplied by 2 over 9 is equal to 2 over 9. So, 3 multiplied by 2 over 9 is equal to 6 over 9. And then, 5 multiplied by 3 over 9 is equal to 15 over 9. And then, 7 multiplied to 2 over 9 is equal to 14 over 9. Ito na yung mga value ng ating product of x and its corresponding probability. So next, we will get the summation or the product of x squared multiplied by p of x. So 1 squared multiplied by 2 over 9 is equal to 2 over 9. And then 3 squared multiplied by 2 over 9 is equal to 18 over 9. And then 50 squared multiplied by 3 over 9 is equal to 75 over 9. And then the last one is 7 squared multiplied by 2 over 9 is equal to 98 over 9. So, meron ng value yung ating x multiplied by p of x. And then, yung value din ng x squared multiplied by p of x, ito sila. So, para makuha naman natin yung value ng ating mean at saka yung ating summation of x squared multiplied by p of x, we simply add all this value sa column na to at saka sa column na to. So, kukunin muna natin yung ating mean. So, i-add lahat natin yung value na to. So, 2 over 9 plus 6 over 9 plus 15 over 9 plus 14 over 9 is equal to 37 over 9. So, kapag kinonvert natin ito into decimal or whole number is equal to 4.11. So, para makuha naman natin yung ating x squared multiplied by p of x or summation of x squared multiplied by p of x, we simply add all this value. So 2 over 9 plus 18 over 9 plus 75 over 9 plus 98 over 9 is equal to 193 over 9. So kapag kinonvert natin to into whole number or into decimal places, so 193 over 9 is equal to 21.44. So this is the value for our summation of x x squared multiplied by p of x. So makukuha na natin yung value ng ating variance. So upon using this formula, sigma squared is equal to summation of x squared multiplied by p of x minus the mean squared. So yung value ng ating summation of x squared multiplied by p of x is 21.44, and then yung value naman ng ating mean ay 4.11. So 21.44 minus 4.11 squared. So yung value ng ating 4.11 squared is equal to 16.89. So 21.44 minus 16.89 is equal to 4.55. So it means yung table B, we have a variance of 4.55. So based on the results of the mean and variance, the following statements can be concluded. So mean and the variance results. So summary and interpretation. Table A has a mean of 4.56 and table B has a mean of 4.11. And table A has a variance of 4.21 and table B has a variance of 4.55. So the question number 1, which table presents a higher average? And then the question number 2 is, which table presents a more consistent score? So the answer on number 1 is table A, because based on our table of value, table A has an average of 4.56 compared to table B has an average of 4.11. And then the answer on question number 2 is also table A, because the variance of table A is only 4.21 while the table B has a variance of 4.55. To continue this lesson, you can browse your module week 3 and solve the following. So your activity card number 2 is on page 7, and then your assessment card is on page 8, and then your enrichment card is on page 9. So that's all for today, and thank you and keep safe everyone.